Well, you know, bees play a major role in our food chain. So on top of giving us honey, they also pollinate a ton of crops. That's about, according to the FDA, 50 crops altogether.
Right. So world-renowned chef Richard Sandoval has turned his goal to educate people about the important role of bees into a full dining experience. It's called Viva Abrejas. His daughter Isabella here to talk about it. Thanks for coming in.
Of course. Thank you for having me. So I'm Isabella from Tamayo. Super excited to be here. So I'll tell you a little bit about a Viva Abrejas campaign. We've been doing this since 2022. Super excited for me to be a part of it this year. And this year our theme is Bloom to Table. So we're really focusing on the full cycle of how the bees pollinate the vegetables and fruits and how they fully come onto our plates.
So we're going to talk about the food, and you've got the plates here to talk
Yes,
about.
absolutely.
But there is an educational aspect to all this, and you kind of hinted at that just a moment ago, but can you talk about the importance of education in your mission?
Yes, of course. So we strongly believe in educating the next generation. They're the ones who are fully going to lead us, you know. So we've started by, my dad has this wonderful book out. So we're doing this little demo class where we read the book to the children. And this year we've connected with Kids Connect. So we're going to do a little guac demo with them, read the book to them so they can kind of understand how the bees pollinate, get the education piece of it, and then we'll give them some hands-on learning experience by making some guacamole.
I literally just had this conversation with my kiddos because they have a fear of bees. And I'm like, bees are actually really good and they're so important, right? Like a lot of the food that we get depends on the bees thriving. So
Exactly.
Your dad clearly very passionate about that message and now wrapped you into it. What does it mean that you guys are like part of a family doing this now?
I'm just really excited that we're able to do it together and I'm able to really push this initiative and educate the kids. You know, sustainability in our ecosystems, these are how we get the food on our plates. Without bees, you know, we wouldn't be open, we wouldn't have a business. Right. So, you know, we owe everything to them. So I just like to continue that message.
Should we play a little show and tell this morning and explain what it is that you brought with you?
Perfect. So we'll get started with our food. So here we have our amuse bouche, which is a blue corn masa biscuit with a little bit of requesón cheese. And then it's drizzled with our chipotle honey.
Oh my gosh.
And then here we have
so good.
Here we have our beef tenderloin with a bit heirloom cauliflower, and then that's drizzled with some truffle honey on top. And then for dessert, we have our pavlova that has bee pollen actually baked inside of it, with a little bit of macerated mango on the top, which is absolutely one of my favorites.
So good.
I really want to dive into that amuse bouche. I feel like
Please.
I feel like that would be. Can I just go ahead?
Yes, please go for it.
Okay, thank you.
You are so hilarious.
Well, I feel like you brought the food for somebody to eat.
No, absolutely,
Thank
please.
you.
Yes,
Okay.
and while you enjoy it, we'll go through a little demo.
Where can people experience this? How long is it going to be available?
So this is going to be available until April 22nd.
Okay.
So we'll have our menu of all these items, super exciting. And then we have also our Viva Tiradito here as well, which will be on the menu.
So colorful. That means it's healthy, you know. I always say if it's, you know, all colorful, it means it's pretty good for you. I tell my kids that. That's how I try. What you doing over
Well,
there?
I'm looking. You're getting ready to do something with that
I
honey.
am.
What are you doing with that honey there?
Drizzle a little bit of honey onto our Viva Tiradito. This is our orange blossom honey.
I literally thought you were going to drizzle something in my mouth, but I guess yeah.
If you want some extra on your little
this, by the way,
biscuit, we
was
can go for
delicious.
it.
The biscuit is fantastic.
I'm so happy to hear that.
This salmon, tuna.
Yes, so here we have a little bit of our chili crusted tuna, hamachi, cured salmon, and then we have some lemongrass leche de tigre.
I mean, this would be very difficult for the basic chef at home to try to pull off on their own. Am I correct in saying that?
Perhaps, perhaps.
I mean, our producer.
I don't want to give anyone false hope.
You can ask him how to make it at home. I said, I don't think anyone's going to be making this at home.
No way.
No, but if you want to come to Tamayo, please feel free to taste it.
That's the message this morning.
Yes. Can anyone get their hands on this book for their kiddos?
Yes, absolutely. It's available on Amazon for purchase, so please feel free. It's available in English and Spanish as well.
So great. Well, this all looks fantastic. I love the message behind it, truly. How was that?
It was delicious.
What's it called again?
That is the blue corn masa biscuit. And it goes great with our drinks over here as well.
I love blue corn. You made it work here for sure. Thank you for coming in today.
Absolutely.